It's a bit of an art learning how to like introduce a podcast.
Oh mate, I hate doing it on Three Mugs.
Yeah.
Doing the intro, like I keep trying to get the other guys to. I offer them. Do you want to steer the ship this time? Do you want to steer it?
And they're like, no.
Yeah. For fuck's sake.
There's the best for a good one. I suppose the obvious place to start would be welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Back by popular demand, or just for lack of anyone else?
You're the only one who's free in the week.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, the last episode was a lot of fun.
It really was.
We have a lot to talk about.
We do.
We've actually been quite busy as well.
Yeah,
when it comes to hobbying, eventing.
Yeah, I mean, you've been all over the place. I know you had a video out.
It's coming out tomorrow.
Coming out tomorrow. Okay.
So by the time this is released, it will be out in the world, a wide world.
Yeah.
A whole 200 people might have listened to the first 5 minutes.
Whoa.
At a stretch.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. That was 5 events in 5 weekends. That was
Jeepers.
Pretty silly.
I mean, that's a lot. That is exhausting.
I'm not doing that again.
No. I mean, obviously, it's a hobby. We do it for fun at the same time, but it is tiring as well at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's funnily enough, actually, it's a video that I want to talk about is wargaming with a disability, and I'm not talking about like a like a genuine physical autoimmune disability that I have to live with day in day out, and just do a bit of awareness around Crohn's and colitis and all that kind of stuff. So that is like on the cards. That will be a forthcoming video.
Cool. There you go. Heard it here first, folks.
Heard it first, yeah, indeed. But the truth is, like 20 years ago, or even 10 years ago, when I was still in good health.
Yeah.
Well, arguably good
comparatively good health.
It was declining pretty hard at that point.
I mean, that's just the story of everyone's life. You hit your 20s and it's downhill from there.
Pretty much. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think having to manage my health and look after myself and eat sensibly and drink a lot and do all the things that you don't do. Yeah. You know, of course. It does have a big factor. But it was just one of those things where there was 5 really good events on back to back. It was Greetings, Attrition, Partisan, Historical Wargaming Show at Newark, Malmo, and then I hosted one here in Peterborough, and it's just how they fell. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, for sure. Shall we start with... Where should we start? What have you been up to? Where have you been?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Where have you been?
Yeah. It's been quite a lot of time on the road for eventing as well. Yeah. Not quite 5 in 5.
Yeah. Don't do it.
No, don't. Started Wendigo events. That's Howie and Luke. Yeah. Have teamed up to start running some events, and they ran a doubles event. I'm going to say in Mansfield, but it's Ashton or something like that.
I think it's
Sanctuary Games.
Yeah. Sanctuary Gaming. Yeah.
It's a nice little shop north somewhere.
Nottingham, mate. It's not north. It's like Middle England.
North of me. So yeah, doubles. Got a good friend I doubled up with, so we did Alpha Legion and Sons of Horus.
Who did you double up with?
A chap called Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Squarehead.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Good lad.
Very good lad. Good friend.
Yeah.
So we did some Alpha Legion and Sons of Horus. It was his very first 3rd edition games.
Wow.
I had dabbled. Played a couple of like sort of half game pickup games just to try and get my head around the rules.
Are you there yet?
I'm getting there actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting there. At least I'm confident with it. So when I'm wrong, I can sound confident, which is all it really takes.
Which is all it is. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just bluster. If you can bluster louder than your opponent, they'll accept it.
You know what you're doing. Yeah. Wondered why you were so loud.
It's all bluster. That is my life.
Oh, bless you, mate. Bless you.
Yeah, we had some 4 really good games. Came out of it, I want to say 3 wins and a loss.
Yeah.
Or it might have even been 4 wins.
But the question is, was the hobby the winner?
No. No, absolutely. It was a really good weekend.
Yeah.
Some spectacular looking armies. And I'm sure you probably heard it, listeners. You probably share listeners with various other podcasts.
Yeah.
so you may have heard it already, but Howie and Luke did a really interesting thing with Armies on Parade, where rather than just everyone can put their armies out, so you can show off your army, but throughout the first day they would go around and just, similar to like Warhammer World, they would tap up their favourites, and then their favourites went on a central table which had good lighting and space, so you could actually properly display, and then for the award, only the people who'd been tapped up and were on that central table could actually then win the award. You could vote for them, which is a really interesting way of doing things. I like the idea of there being, obviously, ideally, you'd have good lighting for all tables so that everyone's got equal opportunities rather than it being a dumb rush to get the good light for that all. But I
mean, there's a video I did that about armies on display. And
did you really?
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, it's a thing. People genuinely like literally elbow each other the way.
Yeah,
saying,
for sure.
I want the best position table
They
with
genuinely
the best
do.
lighting.
Yeah,
because that is pretty much that. If you haven't got that, you're literally in the dark.
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah,
you won't get seen. It's really sad, but it's true.
Yeah. But I found that actually really inspiring for my own hobby because. I mean, by the hobby standards at that event, I wouldn't have stood a chance anyway. But it just hit me on that weekend for some reason. In particular, I've been playing the Alpha Legion since the rules dropped in first edition. So that was Black Book 3. Yeah. I probably should have like a really good quality army by now. Like my ability with painting and all that should be increasing.
Yes, so I agree with you to a degree because I feel the same with my painting. Yeah, like we've been playing in the hobby for similar periods of time. Yeah, I think you were in before me, but I think we're all very self-critical about our 100%. Abilities, and it does amaze me that there's like loads of people who are new to the hobby who can just paint to like an incredibly high standard. Yeah, but the resources available to them. Loads more better products. You know, we've all now got airbrushes. We've all got, you know, we've got access to dozens of different paint ranges, weathering effects. Yeah, and then there's Patreon tutorials and stuff that's available online that you can also tap into. So I think it's really easy for us to look back 10 years ago and go, why am I not a better painter? Yeah, and it's because our priorities have either been I'm painting to play. Yeah. And that's where I was. Yeah, 100%. Personally, I was building stuff because I was enjoying gaming. Yeah. But I'm kind of on a similar parallel kind of journey to you, is that I've got to the point now where I'm thinking I probably should paint a little bit. Yeah. I should, because I'm starting to see the rewards of that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've got enough stuff to build a fully painted army, put it on the table, play. Yes. I've not got that silly rush to get a unit finished for a weekend, he says. It's Thursday before greetings this weekend, and like, I don't know about you, but I was debating about painting something for tomorrow. It's like
on Sunday night I was at Friday night. Sorry, we had a special night gaming, and I took some hobby stuff and decided, you know what, I really want to rebase these tactical marines. So I spent the evening breaking them off the resin bases and gluing them onto just flat, normal GW bases with a view to this week rebase them, get magnets in them, and I've not got the stuff out of the car from Friday night yet. So you're going to be busy? That's going to be tomorrow. Yeah. That's going to be a busy one. I only need to do 10. So that's easy. That's exactly. Easy. That'll be easy. But then the idea with that is that'll then tie in with the rest of the army to my current standard. Yeah. And I'm just trying to, bit by bit, slowly level up the army to basically bring me to where I'm at now in terms of my abilities. Well, sorry about that. That's all right. We're back. Don't know what happened. I think there's some atmospheric impact on the camera equipment. Yeah. Check the astropath. Indeed. Are they all right? No, it's just because we're in a shed. It's true. We can try and ham it up as much as we like. It looks fancy, but it's the Tonka studio. Indeed. But, yeah. The forge. The forge would be warmer than it is today. It would be. Yeah. The only thing forged in here is regret. So where were we? So I think we were talking about what I've been up to. We're talking about Wendigo's painting. Wendigo. Okay, is that a new way to pronounce it? How do you pronounce it? Wendigo. Yeah, there's no extra N in there. Isn't it? I thought it said Wendigo. No, Wendigo.
Amazing.
It's not asking a question to dingoes.
Awkward. Wendigo? I've always got it Wendigo.
But anyway, so yeah, attended their event, came home, having had a great time, chatting with Lawrence, planning army lists, all of that. But that was our first real games of 3rd edition, and loved it, really. I began to pick up the general flow of the game, and I just used it as a tester sort of thing, get my feet under the table, because we had Malmo coming up.
Yes. Malmo.
Got to learn the general rhythms of the game, and went straight off to Malmo.
You literally came in on the night train, didn't you?
I did.
You literally flew in Thursday night, last thing.
Yeah.
Straight from the big smoke.
Yeah, been working for the week in London.
Yeah.
Hopped on a flight out of Heathrow, and I think I landed about midnight.
Wow.
In Copenhagen.
And then got the last train.
Quite possibly. I was genuinely concerned that actually I hadn't checked to see if there were going to be trains running. I knew I'd be able to get a taxi or something from the airport if needs be. I was on the train to Malmo.
Yeah.
And
the last train out.
The last train out. It's all dark outside. And I remember from the year prior, and obviously the year before that it is Malmo Healer Station, or whatever it's actually called. Hilly.
I call it Hilo. Oh my god, Wendigo.
So Hilly Station is the next stop off from the airport.
Yes, it's one stop. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you can't get it wrong.
No, provided you're on the right train.
Indeed.
And there's always just that nagging sort of sense of, am I on the right train?
Yeah.
And I'm looking around on the train, and I've got my bags all with me, and it's all dark outside. So each time the train slows down, I'm trying to look outside to see if I recognise anything.
Yeah.
I've got my phone on Apple Maps, just trying to track to make sure we're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
All of that. And then I look up one way, and there's these two bearded guys just sticking their heads out of the aisle and waving. I'm like, the fuck? What's going on? So I just look away and go back to my phone and look up and come around, and they wave again. I'm like, surely they're not waving at me. Like, who's going to be around this time of day?
It's like midnight.
Exactly.
On a Friday.
Yeah,
in a foreign country. Why are people waving at me?
Exactly. And I don't clock who it is at all. And then we arrive at this train station, and I get off.
Yeah.
And there is the two of them. There is Jules and Paul.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was them waving at me.
And you were just ignoring them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't look at me.
In my blissful ignorance.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And there was one other person with them, but I will leave them to tell that story.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm able to then gather them up and tell them, oh no, we're in the right stop.
Yeah, we're actually
hotel's
in the wrong station.
just up here.
Yeah, exactly.
We managed to get checked in, and
the
rest is history.
Hilarious.
But I mean, what a weekend it was.
Oh,
Malmo.
So much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite events in the calendar each year.
Yeah, I think that's how I perceive it, and I know you'll echo the same. But it's more than just going to an event. It's I think the thing that we all like, and I know this is something that Paul will echo as well when he's on next week, is that everything's under one roof.
Yes.
And the fact that they have the entire don't have the entire hotel, but they have all of the conference space.
Yeah.
Everybody stays there because
Yeah.
it's actually really reasonably priced, because it's the quietest weekend of the year for the hotel.
Yep.
So they appreciate the custom. So the price is good.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the fact that it's one train station away from the airport.
It's just so easy to get there.
The fact that everything's on the doorstep as well.
Yeah.
So, like, whilst you would have breakfast in the hotel because it is incredible, lunch and dinners you don't have to. There's loads of places like on the doorstep.
Yeah.
I was a bit gutted that you landed quite late because I think although I landed at 3 and ended up going to the new fucking immigration system. Thanks Brexit.
Yeah.
Fuck my life. It took me almost longer to get through the new ID system than it did for me to fly there.
Jeez.
I was there for like an hour, and it's an hour and 20-minute flight, and I was in there for an hour and 15, and normally it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was raging.
Yeah. I mean, it took me 15 minutes.
Because they weren't doing it. I think they only were doing it at set times of the day.
Well, I still had to stand and look at the camera, and it did all the photos and everything.
Okay.
But there was just fewer people,
Yeah,
I think, with it just
being
maybe 2 flights they had to clear through.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. So no, I ended up getting the train, and I got out of the station, and I was turned to look at the hotel, and there's just like thousands of people wearing hockey jerseys.
Yeah.
And I was just like, is there a game on? Like, oh my God. And I was speaking to the girl at reception, and I just said, is the hockey on tonight? And she's kind of like, yes, like obviously that's why everyone's wearing jerseys. I said, do you know what time face-off is? And she's like, no. She's like, 7. So I messaged Rob Jardine, who was already there with his missus Beth, and I was like, mate, there's hockey on, face off at 7. Do you fancy it? And he's like, yes, bosh. So we ran across the road, grabbed some food, and then caught a game, and it was absolutely raving.
Yeah.
Like, I know Europeans enjoy their hockey, like, you know, the Scandinavians love their hockey. The fact that both ends were chanting the whole time, it was like being at a football match. It was really, really good.
Just
fun.
incredible atmosphere.
Really good atmosphere. It was a local derby. I think the home team lost, but it was a good experience.
You think? You're not entirely sure?
I wasn't really sure. I was enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But it's like 12,000 seater stadium.
Amazing.
It's like literally that is pretty much all of Malmo.
Yeah.
Crammed into the stadium. But
amazing.
Yeah. So for me, I was like, I'd wanted to go and watch a game because when I was there in 22, they played on the Saturday, and where we were in the building, we were overlooking like the concourse out the front.
Oh yeah.
And there was just thousands of people, and I was like, I want to go to watch some ice hockey. I want to play Heresy. So yeah, it was really cool to be able to catch a game. And then on Friday, we all met up.
Yeah, we did.
And
we hit up some of the usual haunts.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, had a bit of a
Tonka Tours.
Yeah, Kriegs Museum.
Yes, yeah.
Rosenberg Castle, and then we were just like, there's a pastry shop. There's a pastry shop around here.
Yeah.
There's a pastry shop around here. There's a pastry shop around here. It's just like, oh, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and just stop off when you want a break, grab a coffee, grab a pastry, and then just keep on trekking for a bit and just see what's around.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing about, because it's just everywhere's really accessible. It's really affordable. There's pastries.
Yeah.
And then I think we head back to the hotel about 4 or 5 o'clock, didn't we? And
yeah,
it was just everyone was starting to arrive. And
I mean, that's the other thing with going to Malmo is just the community there as well. Just so many really great people. Yeah. Just to hang around with, chat with.
Yeah, definitely. I think that at this point we need to mention Ricardo.
Of course.
No real reason.
No.
But we just have to acknowledge his existence.
Yeah, maybe not as part of the really nice part of the community.
But... he's going to love that. Legend.
Absolute hero.
Yeah,
it
really is.
Such a great bunch of people. And just when you only get to catch up with them properly once a year, it's just great to spend time with friends.
And the fact that we're all in the same hotel.
Yeah.
And we can all meet for breakfast.
Yeah.
And then we go and roll some dice, play some games.
Yeah.
And then in the and lunches and dinners, it's like, right, where we're going. Catch up, chill out.
Just roll out to gaming hall and go for a beer or something at the bar.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, they're so expensive though.
Is it £8 a pint?
Well, £8 something, but it's not a pint. I think it's something like 2/3 of a pint.
Yeah, it's European measures, isn't it?
Yeah, it was steep.
The good thing is though, they serve English breakfast, and tea and coffee's free, so you can
you can load up throughout the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Load up throughout the day. But when you want to sit down and chill with a beer, I recommend taking it in turns to do the rounds.
What, sharing the pint? Is it 3 mugs, 1 cup again?
I mean, there's a few more than 3 mugs there.
Yeah, that's it. Should we talk about your game?
Yeah, can do.
Talk about your games?
Yeah, for sure. So, for an event that's in Sweden, where you've flown into Denmark, and it's hugely European.
Across the sea. And...
Absolutely. I mean, it's hugely European. It's got a draw. You get Italians, you get French people, you get Swedes, Danes, Norwegians.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe some Finnish there as well.
Potentially. Some Spaniards maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, yeah. People from all over.
Yeah.
I managed to play... Of the 5 games, I played 4 Brits.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, and none of them were our.
Are you joking?
Our bunch. No, for real.
No way.
For real.
That's mental.
Yeah.
I've already talked about my games in the previous video, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But I'm sure people will be interested to hear how the Alpha Legion play. Just going back to Gustav's rule pack, mission pack. there was 8 missions, I think, in
Yeah.
there for 5 games.
Yeah.
So it could kind of
It could branch,
go different ways.
Yeah.
And obviously the Alpha Legion.
Oh, of course.
Had a
Yes.
special.
We had a very special
mission.
Indeed, because we are special boys. Throughout the whole weekend, each faction had its own special objective as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the next one was, but for the Alpha Legion, we had to, if we ended the game with an Alpha Legion model in each quarter of the board, we scored extra VPs who had Blood Angels and Mechanicum.
Nice. Game 2.
So second game, played against another chap from England.
Yeah.
He's part of the Surrey Spartans.
Okay.
And he was also running Blood Angels.
Oh, wow.
It's just bizarre to have the same 2 legions. Like, you don't see Blood Angels all that often at the moment in 3rd edition.
No, you don't. No, that's a fair shout, actually. That's a good observation. Because they've been a little bit...
Well, yeah, their main thing in 2nd edition was deep striking.
And,
Exactly, and now you just can't do that, really.
At the moment.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, until Drop Site Massacre Part 2 comes out.
Whatever.
Whenever.
If you buy this journal, you can.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was really surprised to be drawn against Blood Angels twice.
Yeah.
And my opponent, he really knew what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it was a loss for the Alpha Legion on that one.
Oh, wow. Or was it though?
It were well, indeed. Yeah, he had a Praetorian command squad with jump packs, which dropped in with Master of Descent. And I just had no counter for that, really.
So they just started blending.
Exactly. Yeah, I was able to start killing stuff around them, and just try and feed inconsequential things to it. But it was just, I couldn't claw back from that. It was a really fun game.
Good.
I really like those sort of games where I'm really up against it and have to try and think around the problem.
That's fair.
And then rolled into 3rd game. So Malmo being a 5-game event.
It's a lot of games. Isn't it?
It's a lot of games, yeah. Came to the 3rd game and I was flagging.
So who was your 3rd game?
So my 3rd game was against a chap called Ross, who is from Ireland.
Oh, yeah, with the militia.
With militia, yeah.
That was a lovely army.
It was a beautiful army, really, really nice. Yeah. He was telling me he often runs it as Solar Auxilia, but is also now trying out militia lists as well, because the PDF had dropped relatively recently
good man.
At that point.
Respect.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And that was a win for the Alpha Legion, because whilst I do have a lot of outflanking, infiltrating and everything, I also go quite hard on the anti-tank in my lists.
Yeah, because he had a Macarius?
Yeah, it was a Macarius. Yeah,
with the twin bolters.
Yeah, he had a lot of Lehman Russ.
Yes.
Standard sort of militia list, really.
Yeah. Because they have like 3rd line.
Exactly.
Any glance is classed as a pen.
Yeah.
So the armours automatically become a little bit.
Yeah,
and
exactly that.
Admittedly, we were playing 2,500 points.
Oh, did you play Ross as well?
No. But
okay.
Because I'm militia curious.
Because
I've got my 2nd edition militia army. So no, my 1st edition militia army that I didn't run in 2nd because it was garbage.
Yes.
So I think we mentioned off camera before. I've had a look at the militia rules, and I'm quite excited about fielding 3K's worth of militia. But I've still got about 300-400 points to fill to get a full 3K force.
Right.
But yeah, there's something like mandatory 100 militia. And then the rest of it's just pretty much tanks and artillery carriages. Yeah. So I'm actually motivated to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's because we all like a guard army. And,
exactly.
Go back to our roots of, was it 2nd or 3rd edition 40k when guard were awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean the Imperial Guard is just cool.
The true heroes of the Imperial.
Exactly.
They do all the hard work and the rest just waltz in.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to maybe have to read Gaunt's Ghosts again.
Oh yes. What a series! What a series!
So good.
That'll get you motivated to do solar.
It really will. Yeah. So with my solar, taking a bit of a tangent. It's not that I'm not motivated for them. I've just recently found my colour scheme for them.
Yeah.
And it was on one of the Cult of Paint videos as they're previewing their new paint range.
Okay.
And so I've backed their Kickstarter to get the whole paint range.
Amazing.
Which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
but it's probably not going to be coming out until late spring, early summer that I receive those paints.
That gives you an excuse to procrastinate for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then think about it a little bit, and then maybe start them in the winter.
Yeah, exactly. It's inevitable. But yeah, now that I've found the colour scheme, I'm really excited to do that. But I want to do them right, so with the right paints. Yeah. So I've sort of had to shelve them for now.
Maybe if we tag coat of paint in and look into the camera and ask them really nicely and say, Gibbo would really like his paint range early, so
I really would, you know,
so he can get on his solar sooner.
Yeah,
and then we'll see a 3,000 point solar army using your paint range.
I mean, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely incredible.
You know, if you could just sort them out with an early package. Cheers, boys.
No, I mean, they've been amazing. Henry's been great when I've been messaging him on Instagram, just asking like, what colours, etc. I mean, I can't sing praises highly enough of Cult of Paint there.
Yeah.
They've been foundational to my painting in Horus Heresy.
They've been solid for years, haven't they?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Going back to Sunday.
Game 3. Yes.
Game 3. Sorry, Game 3 with Ross. Sorry,
yes, that's right. Yeah. Whilst I had a lot of anti-tank, he had more tank than my anti-tank.
So tanked your anti-tank.
Exactly. But with it being Lehman Russ's, they've rear armor 10, I think.
Yeah. So you were able to
exactly. So I also have quite a few bodies. I had three tactical squads and a despoiler squad.
Yeah.
So one of the tactical squads was 20 man.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of bodies.
So
I was able to just. Yeah, I could soak it up, but I could also run up the board and just drop crack grenades in the exhaust pipe.
As one does.
Exactly, and
that some crack.
And that was enough then to carry the day for me. Yeah, back to topic.
So
Sunday game 4 was playing against Oscar.
Oh,
former EO of Malmo, Oscar.
Indeed. Yeah. And Valleyville Gaming.
Indeed, yeah, which was a really lovely opportunity. Like, obviously, we've chatted a little bit over the last few times I'd attended.
Yeah.
But then to get to play against him and just to chat more, it was just really lovely opportunity. A great game, really fun. Good fun.
He's a really intelligent player as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really knows what he's doing. Yeah.
Until he brings militia.
I think the militia let him down.
Just backpedaling a little bit, sorry. Game 3 against Ross, I won. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah.
So I was doing all right in terms of my standings. I was happy in terms of where I was at in terms of results. Coming into Sunday, playing against Oscar, playing militia again.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah. That's mental.
Yeah.
So you played Blood Angels twice.
Yep.
And militia twice.
Yep.
That's
absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah. With the custom mission in mind, I think Oscar was going to struggle in that because it was mystery objectives basically.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So you had to go and grab it, but then you didn't actually know if it was a scoring objective or not.
So I played Linus in Game 4.
Yes.
I forgot this had happened.
Yeah.
But I've not. This Malmo was the first time I'd met Linus. We've been talking again, like you and Oscar.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Linus for 5+ years. Really happy to get drawn against him and to obviously meet him and get a game in. But for years I've been calling him ChatGPT.
Yes.
Because he doesn't exist. Like I still think a little bit thinks that he's a social construct and he's a cyborg and he's actually remotely controlled by ChatGPT. And I'm happy to continue that rumour for a little while longer. He's such a nice bloke. And with that mission there was, I think was it 12 objective markers or 8 objective markers?
8 objective markers.
That were spaced around the table.
Yeah.
And basically you went up and it was like the old mysterious objectives. Only once you scored them could you reveal what they were worth.
Yeah.
So some were worth points and then some were just not blank. They were just worth nothing. And I said to Linus, because he had 4 in his deployment zone, or his side of the table, I had 4 in mine.
That was the key thing. There were only 4 I think it was 12 markers. 4 of the 12 were scoring ones.
That's it, yeah. And
they were more false than real objectives.
Absolutely. And I said to Linus, because his turn 1 he moved up and he was on 4 objectives.
Yeah.
And I said, if you roll your dice and they're all the scoring objectives in your side of the table, you are definitely not real. You are locked in, right? Anyway, and he was laughing at me, going, no, sort of thing. He's a really laid back guy, and he goes, okay, so the first one flipped it. It was a score. I was like, you bastard, you bastard. And you could tell him thinking, he's like, oh shit. So second one he flipped it, and it was worth nothing. I was like, that's the false sense of security.
Yes.
That's you throwing me off the scent. You know exactly what you're doing. Third one flipped it. It was worth an objective. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
To be fair, the fourth one was also blank, and then after we found out that the other two were in my half of the table, so it was even Stevens. But it was just so funny how it was just like reveal, false flag, reveal. It was so funny. But sorry, carry on.
Oscar, as I say, he was very much he was up against it.
He was,
because he had again a lot of tanks who can't score or reveal objectives. So with deployment map as well that we'd been given, he was very hemmed in terms of he had to have his tanks basically forming the perimeter and then his scoring units inside that. So his tanks had to get out of the way before he could get on an objective, basically. So I was quids up at that point, in that I was able to dominate the board around him.
Just Alpha Legion doing Alpha Legion.
Exactly. And I could shut down whole fire avenues by blowing up a tank, and that would then mean where he can't then move that way, etc.
That's it.
But he managed to break out, and it was a really close game, or it felt really close at some points, but again, I came out on top. I had a great moment where Dynat, I was running Armillus Dynat, the special character.
Sure it's not Armilius.
Armilius.
That's my Wendigo.
Dynat.
We can agree on that.
So I was running with Dynat, and he was infiltrating with a big tactical squad. He would drop in, and then more often than not, I would just separate him off, and he would just go and do his own.
Just let him cook.
Yeah, exactly.
Let him cook.
Exactly. And I think he soloed a unit of Charonite Ogrins.
Oh wow.
In combat.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. Absolutely incredible. It will never happen again.
No.
It was very, very against the odds sort of thing. I mean, Charonite Ogrins, they're not fantastic, but they are the big hitters for melee, and Dynat just bodied them on his own.
Wow.
Which was
that's
so
thematic though, isn't it?
Oh, exactly, yeah.
These big lumbering idiots,
potato
mashers and whatever.
Yeah. I mean, Dynat himself, on paper, doesn't look anything particularly special. He's got a pretty standard Praetor stat list, stat block, and then a couple of extra fun little things. But actually, I think he's got some teeth to him.
Especially against a load of Ogrins.
Exactly, apparently so. And he was winning challenges as well throughout the weekend, which is good fun. I mean, having a big Thunder Hammer helps with that.
It's always good having a hammer.
It is. But yeah, he was a lot of fun.
Good.
So yeah, I won game 4 against Oscar, and rolled into game 5, and this is where I'll mention the special Alpha Legion bullshit.
Yes.
So at the start of the weekend, Gustav called all Alpha Legion players out, and we had to go and stand in the corridor.
Or did he? Sorry. I need to stop doing that. Carry on.
And gave us a special mission, basically. And he said, like, obviously every faction has its own special objectives written in the pack that ultimately everyone knows about if you've gone and looked at them. But for the Alpha Legion as well, your special objective is to make sure that this war goes on as long as possible.
Yeah.
So in game terms, that means when you come to submitting your scores, you can tell the EO which side you want to allocate your points to.
Oh, okay.
So ultimately, we wanted it to be as narrow a victory for whichever side. So if traitors were pulling ahead in victory points, we could then switch and start assigning our victory points to the loyalist side to try and narrow the gap, basically. More often than not, I was assigning my victory points to the loyalist side because traitors were running away with it throughout the weekend. As seems to be a bit of a theme across different events. Traitors seem to be in a better place than loyalists.
It's really interesting how that's like flipped.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I remember when Third originally dropped in the first couple of months, loyalists were strong,
and in second edition, loyalists were
very strong.
Exactly,
very strong.
It was very rare that traitors won an event.
Absolutely. So it's interesting to hear now that Third settled. And I am saying this from an informed perspective now, because I've been playing Fists a little bit.
Yeah.
Admittedly only in Zone Mortalis.
Yes.
But playing Fists is like playing Heresy on easy mode.
Yes.
They're so easy.
Yeah.
What's that? Do I need an invuln? Oh yeah, they've got an invuln. Oh, they've got a 2-up save. Of course they've got a 2-up save. They need Feel No Pain? Of course they've got Feel No Pain.
What do I need to roll to hit? Oh, anything but 1?
Yeah. Oh, they've got all these bolt and auto weapons hitting on 2s. Oh, funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're so much easier. Like, why have I spent all these years, like, you know, what's the word? Punishing myself with like word bearers, which are really hard to play. And like, even I thought Mech was like kind of like an easier legion, like army to play, but Fists are so easy. It's just playing on easy mode.
So yeah, that was our overarching sort of grand shenanigans that all Alpha Legion players were doing, and there were 5 or 6 Alpha Legion players at the event.
There was, yeah.
So there were a good few of us, so we could actually make quite a difference and swing the tide. But game 5, I get drawn against another Alpha Legion player.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun, and we both had a lot of fun, but I won't call it a game.
Okay.
Because we were both playing Alpha Legion. We knew the grand strategy that we were doing.
Yeah.
So we said, well, obviously it's more beneficial if one of us
just
scores
well.
all the points and the other one scores nothing.
Yes.
So we agreed.
Yeah.
Gentleman's agreement that I was going to end up taking all the VPs and he was just going to not contest any, not try and score any. We played out the game, but obviously,
fair.
It wasn't a real game.
Well, I mean, fair play, because you put the campaign first.
Yeah,
which is very un-Alpha Legion.
I know, right?
Because you don't put yourselves first.
Yeah,
but equally, that fair play for taking that stance.
Yeah.
That's very Scandinavian of you. Because you wouldn't have done that in the UK, would you?
No,
You'd
not
have
a
just
chance.
Been like,
fuck that. These are my VPs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
In fact, I think I've got in trouble for that before.
Yes, you did. It's a story for another time.
Indeed. No, my opponent was a really, really lovely chap. Yeah. He like myself, Nick. I think his name was Nick. He was a Brit who was living in Sweden. Yeah. And hadn't had the opportunity to play much Heresy, so we were just taking it steady, going through and using it as a learning opportunity. Yeah. But he was more than happy to just play the game and to chat.
I think it's ironic that you get the learning game on game 5.
I know, right?
It's ironic how things like that fall, though, isn't it? Ideally, it'd be game 1, but it's obviously, but sometimes that's just how it is. Isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, all 5 games were to some aspect learning games. Yeah. It was early doors for everybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Really. I don't think anybody at that point, and nobody I'd played had more than 10 games under their belt. No. I considered myself quite experienced, having only got 5 games under my belt before Malmo. At that point.
And to be fair, I'd had attrition and greetings and a couple of games in the shed. Yeah. And even I still didn't feel very confident. Yeah. I'm actually looking to greetings this weekend, and I'm like, I'm still not particularly confident with my army. But that's just the name of the game, isn't it?
It is.
You have to play games, and you have to commit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you're not playing every day, every week, it's easy to forget.
Yeah. If you're not Howie.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, absolutely. So in the end, the Alpha Legion shenanigans actually...
It really did pay off.
Big impact on the actual event, didn't it?
It did, yeah. So traitors were storming away with victory points, and we managed to significantly shorten that lead. Yeah. To the extent that traitors still won, which is personally what I wanted. Yeah. I always choose to play on the traitor side. Traitors have more fun. Loyalists are boring. So I always like to be on the traitor's side. I don't care for, like, in the narrative, I don't care for the witchy poo nonsense, the wizardy, all that sort of stuff. I don't care for that. Sons, I don't care for that. In my mind, even when it comes to, talking bigger picture with Alpha Legion at the moment, I say I don't even care for the War Master and the chaosy side of things. Yeah. I like the renegade nature of the Alpha Legion. They're actually just they've betrayed the Emperor. They're not loyalists, but they're not traitors in that regard. They're a renegade faction. That's what I like.
I'm with you actually. I don't like the full on warp. The whole.
You play word bearers.
I do. But I like the bit where they've started to discover the heresy.
Yes.
And like the Gal Vorbak are starting to come into kind of fruition, sort of
first heretic sort of time period.
Basically, that for me is amazing. It's cool we've got Demon Fulgrim. It's cool we're gonna get Demon Angron at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time this video comes out.
I doubt that.
But it's cool. That fair enough. But I much prefer the tone, the dialed down version of Chaos and stuff. I quite like it. Still a bit more regimented before it goes like full ham.
Yeah.
But I mean, I actually ended up stepping into the Loyalist. I traded with August.
Okay.
So August was going to be playing Blood Angels.
Right.
And I was just mech, and I could have gone traitor. But for reasons, August didn't get his army done in time. And spoke to Gustav, and we just swapped sides. So
nice.
we were game one. We grudged each other game one. And I say I've already talked about this in a previous video, but I got to play August, Sons of Horus, which was,
I mean, it's a great army.
I got to play August, and it's a lovely looking army. And he rushed me with his Land Raiders and Rhinos, and I was like, "What is going on? This is what it feels like."
Yeah.
Game 2 was Powell's Emperor's Children.
Beautiful.
I mean, his army's lovely too.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he's a beautiful man.
He's a good lad. Game 3, I played Axel with Solar Auxilia.
Yes.
And I don't know if everybody knows who Axel is, but I've said this in the previous video that he is probably, to me, one of the heart of Malmo. He's such a lovely bloke.
Yeah.
And his standard of hobby is fantastic. He's an absolute gentleman to play.
Yeah.
And I felt, and I say we've been talking to each other quite a few years, so it's quite nice to get a game in with him for the first time.
Yeah.
And then games 4 and 5, owing to an admin error, I played Linus twice. So,
so you came out on top, really.
I mean, the hobby was certainly winning.
Yeah.
We walked in at lunchtime, and we we looked at each other and looked at the board, and we were like, let's play again. Let's re-rack, move table.
Yeah.
Better the devil you know. It'd
sure.
have been easy to swap with under the table, but he's a good lad, and it was quite a nice way to
round out the weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's got, and the nice thing was as well, we then had the Sunday evening. There was quite a lot of us still.
Yeah.
We went over the road, got some foods.
Yeah.
And we were just chilling in the hotel till about 10ish. 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Because we weren't flying out that evening, unlike last year. We
should have been flying out that evening, but we flew out the next day. But technically the evening.
Yeah.
Like a 3-hour delay or whatever.
It's really nice then to just spend the evening chilling, chatting in the bar.
Yeah.
And then get a reasonably early night, so we could get up and ready for flying again.
Yeah. No, it was. What a weekend.
Yeah.
And next year is the 10th anniversary.
Is it really?
It is the 10th year.
Wowzers.
So I suspect it's going to be probably the most popular. I hope it is.
Yeah.
I genuinely hope
it's growing.
It deserves to be.
Yeah.
Because, 70 Heresy players, over 100 40k players. I don't know how many Sigmar players there were this year, but they had like upstairs opposite the 40k area, and they were all full. So probably had close to 50 other players. So
Yeah.
Just seems to be going from strength to strength.
Yeah, for sure. From what I've heard, Gustav's planning on taking the army size larger, which is going to be a challenge for transporting.
Yeah, I think I may have put my feedback into. Please don't make the armies any bigger.
Yeah.
2,500 points, four games, 2,500 points. That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
And then we can, if we want to roll dice in the evening, we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's quite fine.
Yeah,
that's quite fine by me. But yeah, really, really great weekend. And I will mention it, I was really pleased actually to be the highest scoring Alpha Legion player.
I nearly forgot, you got awarded the biggest shithouse.
I did! I thought I'd remind you that there was a bus you could throw me under.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking biggest shithouse.
Yeah. I like all my games, I won all bar one, but they were all quite high scoring in victory points. So I was always concerned, like, because Gustav was doing a soft Swiss scoring mechanism as well and pairings. And I was always up towards the top area of the tables, like, okay, I'm doing all right here. And I could slowly see the Custodes players getting closer and closer up. There were 2 Custodes armies at the weekend, and I hate playing against Custodes. They just sap the fun out of any game, I find.
Unless they're being played by Mac.
Yes. I think the solution there is Mac rather than the Custodes.
Mac is the solution.
Yes.
Mac with Custodes is fine.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's a hill, and I won't die on that hill. I will kill you on that hill. I love the rearranged version of that. Is like, no, I'm not going to die on the hill. I'm going to kill you on it. Just putting it out there.
Absolutely.
Very violent.
So yeah, I could see the Custodes armies getting closer, and I was concerned that I was going to get matched up against one of them, and that would not ruin the weekend, but it would just take some of the glamour off.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And clearly, at my high scoring, I was the highest scoring Alpha Legion player. I contributed the most victory points to the loyalist side. Yeah, so that was a nice little Brucey bonus.
Yeah. On that note,
indeed,
it's a nice seamless link to say thank you very much for coming on.
Of course, thank you for having me.
I appreciate you making the trip up, and always have fun little chat and catch up, and I get you to do some silly waves and shenanigans that I'm going to thumbnail the shit out of. And thanks again for coming.
Of course, thank you for having me.
And then till next time.
Indeed, see you later.
Do it. Peer pressure. No. That's fine. Oh, amazing. Stop giving me smolder. I saw that top lip going.
Fuck, you're recording already, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Because fuck you, Gibbo. We've also got on my notes the podcast.
Yeah.
3 mugs.
3 mugs and a monster.
Monster, not 3 blokes in a cup. Don't die.
I'll try not to.